on this side. 2, she bumps me, and she gets onto her side, and I feel like maybe the pit stop is too late to hit. Then I'm gonna just try to find that wrist. I'm gonna slide my knee in right here. Okay. What I don't want is that. That's gonna make things really hard. And if she does get that, then I might have to fight her for that. I just hand fight a little bit. Grab the wrist, kick my leg away, and then I'm gonna work my back step, right? Sometimes you're gonna worry about her catching you with her foot, her top leg when I back step. Hook. She's crab riding me. This foot here. She's gonna end up. Oh, she's gonna end up catching my foot here, right? So sometimes I'm here. As I back step, she's gonna catch my. Yeah, she'll catch me with her knee on the outside. Yeah, she'll catch this crab ride and she'll kick me forward and she'll end up taking my back off that. Okay, so if you end up in this position, you can just roll forward too, and get right into your T Kimura or your Superman position. Okay, so a lot of these entrances, sometimes you're gonna be setting them up from the get-go, and sometimes you're just gonna end up in a bad position where they get the underhook and maybe exposing your back a little bit, and you're gonna scramble to these positions. Right, and this is kind of one of those scenarios where she gets a good underhook on me from the half guard. It's too far. She's too far past for me to get into like a pit stop position. So instead of trying to hide my back, I'm going to kind of show her my back, and I'm going to slide my knee to the mat, and I'm trying to find that wrist. Right. So I'm here. She's turning into me hard. She's bumping into me. I'm going to turn. And I'm going to look for that wrist here. Right. So I can shoulder roll forward. Or in this case, the easier move is just the back step, right? You just gotta pay attention to what's going on with that leg. So sometimes what I'll do with this foot too is I'll just block over her leg here. So she can't crab ride me anymore, right? I'll step through, I'll pin the wrist to me, and then I'll come through and I'll get to my Kimura grip, right? If she decides to kind of hang out here, I can use my top leg to stop, or my outside leg to kind of open, pass. And then now we're going to start working what we worked on before, right? The very first Kimuras that we attack, just from side, right? Or on here, she starts coming up. Right now, I want to just make sure my knee's poking onto the outside here, and then now I just create a little bump, and now I get her right into my T Kimura here, or my Superman position where I start coming up, right? I go to T Kimura. Right, she starts coming up, slide through, hook, start attacking. Okay. So she gets the underhook. I'm always looking for pit stop as my first option. She starts coming up pretty hard, and I feel like I can't do it, then I'm gonna turn my hips the other way, right? Exposing my back. Hands on the mat, I'm trying to find that wrist. You just don't want to let this get into position. This is going to make things a lot harder. And if it does happen, I mean, you can still salvage it. It's going to be a little bit of a fight though. I'm going to shoot my knee through. She's got the underhook. I'm going to try to fight that handoff. Okay, if I can, pummel my foot on top of her leg so she can't backstep or crab ride. If I step back, I step, I bring that wrist to me, and then now my feet. If she stays here, I start playing footsies to get my leg free. If she's coming up hard, I just want to make sure my knee's to the outside here. Right? If I keep my knee to the outside, it makes it very hard for her to turn towards me. I can keep her on the outside of my hip. And then now from here, just create a little bump. Scoop my arm, pin her hand to her belly, and then from here I start attacking. I come under the head for all my T Kimura attacks, or I belly down. And I start looking for my back. Start looking forward. All my quarter turn stuff, north south, Toriko Plata, Kimuras, basic armbar, stuff like that. Okay, so starting half guard, just kind of review the pit stop a little bit, and then start in half guard. Bottom guy get a big turn, and then turn your back the other way. Pin the wrist, back step, and play around both options. Get the Kimura trapped, and then kick, play footsies, get the arm free, then attack the Kimura from side control, or they come up on top. Use that hook to bring them over, and then you go right into your T Kimura Superman attacks. All right, 1, 2, 3.